All right, guys. Turn that down for a minute. All right, guys. So I'm here at the wagon. I just got done greasing it. For those of you that don't believe I grease stuff, there it is. Proof that I put grease and stuff. There. You can see, come out there. And it came out there, which I think that bottom one greases that one too. There's none on that one that I've seen. That's beside the point. See, I got a good coating of grease, and Dad has always, oh, you're wasting grease when that much grease comes out. Well, or, like, oh, you're dripping grease on the ground. Well, it's all right to make a mess. You just clean up later. I like to make sure things get greased, and if I don't see the grease come out, I like to make sure it does come out. That's how I know that it's taking grease, is when I see it come out like there, and like there, and like over here, these tie rod ends, they get a good coating of grease, and those over there got grease. For those of you that don't believe me, there's the grease, and there's the grease up there. That this thing got a good dose of grease. Kind of grease that we use is, oh, that red and tacky. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's real sticky. Wouldn't use it like on the loaders and the haul trucks and stuff like that, and excavators, dozer. That's where that black mobile grease comes in for that kind of stuff. That high output grease. But this is the kind of grease that we use. It's we normally just buy it at Tractor Supply. They sell it. It says it can be used for trucks, which I would assume would be heavy equipment, tractors, and boats even. That's interesting, probably because this is, well, I don't think this is an underwater grease. No. Okay, so maybe I am wrong. It says industrial equipment. Huh. Okay. Especially good for sliding surfaces. Huh. Okay. Good temperature stability. Good resistance. Good resistance to rust and corrosion. Good cold weather characteristics. Huh, okay. If there's any grease you guys want me to try, I'll see about maybe getting a tube or two, and we'll try it in a piece of equipment, and we'll go from there with it. Well, while we're talking about grease, I'll go here to this grain drill, and I'll talk about it for a minute. I would expect that when there's a moving part, that there would be a grease fitting, like in the end of this here, that greases this pin so that it don't wear. But I guess the manufacturer wanted to be as cheap as they could and not want to spend the money on grease. So I guess they didn't feel that a grease fitting was worth it. Just like up here for this cylinder, which that's not a really big item to be greased, but it still moves, but I'd still grease it. Just like this pin up here. This is more or less a keeper anyhow. Let's see, that pin up there, that should have a grease fitting in it, but it don't. That one don't have a grease fitting. That one don't have a grease fitting, but it would needs one. Oh, I'm sure there's a crap ton more. This hitch, this dolly, needs a grease fitting, but it don't have one. That's another area that I feel that needs a grease fitting in it to take grease. It's got the hole but no fitting. Okay. But these tires take grease for the axles. That's all we're concerned about is the axles and all that, and the pivot is. We're not concerned about the markers. We're more concerned about this thing steering than we are the markers. Those don't cost as much, obviously, as the steering. Yeah. I guess we're real penny pinchers when we can't afford to put a grease fitting in the pivot here for the markers and on the other side over there. Makes you really want to stop and think. But oh well, these manufacturers, these engineers, they don't have to work on stuff, so what do they care? Sad that they can't do the job right, but oh well. Like I said, they're penny pinchers. I'm surprised there ain't a grease fitting on this wheel for it to get grease. But I guess, again, it's not really a big item. Just a little oil here or there. Mainly the big things that should be getting grease are like axle hubs and hit drawbars where they pivot and stuff, steering and that kind of stuff. Should be getting grease, and disc blades, the gangs and all that, so the bearings don't wear out. High ticket items. So, guys, enjoy this short little sweet video. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. But on a side note, I do like polka music. So, let there be polka.